Hey, if your child recently took an electronic music club class and came home saying, I want to keep making music, or can we get the app that we used in class? This video is for you. I'm going to walk you through exactly what you need to get set up at home, from downloading the software all the way to making your first track. And don't worry, you don't need to be musical to do this. Before we get started, my name is Eric. I run a program called Electronic Music Club, an after-school enrichment class and summer camp in Oregon. If you're interested in bringing our program to your school, feel free to reach out. We'd love to connect. So first things first, what is the program that we've been using in class? It's called Ableton Live. This type of software is called a digital audio workstation, or DAW for short. It's especially popular for electronic music, but you can make just about any kind of music with it. This is what your child has been using in our classes to create their projects. Here's the good news. You don't need much to get started. You'll need a computer, Mac or Windows, Ableton Live, and some headphones or speakers. That's it. You don't need a MIDI controller to get started, and you don't need a fancy setup. Those things are fun, but totally optional when you're just starting out. One quick note on devices, because this is probably the most common question we get. Ableton Live does not run on Chromebooks or tablets. So things like iPads, school-issued Chromebooks, or anything browser-based won't work for this. What you will need is a Mac or a Windows computer. Now the good news is you don't need anything super fancy. If your computer was made in the last 5-7 years, you're probably fine. Ableton runs on both Mac and PC, and you don't need a high-powered machine to get started. As a general baseline, around 8 gigabytes of RAM is good, and you'll want some free storage space for the software and the sounds that your child is going to use. So something that can do word processing, watching YouTube, basic apps, and that stuff, there's a pretty good chance that it will run Ableton. Now let's get it installed. Head over to the Ableton webpage and download Ableton Live. You'll create a free account, and they also offer a free trial so you can try everything out before you decide to purchase. Ableton is a one-time purchase, not a subscription. There's a few different versions, but for most families, the intro or standard version is more than enough. We use standard in all of our classes. They also offer a pretty generous educational discount, so if you're interested in purchasing for a student, make sure and search how to do it. Once it's installed, go ahead and open it up. The first thing we want to do is to check, can we hear sound? Plug in headphones or connect speakers, then go to Preferences, click on Audio, and make sure the correct output is selected. This will usually say something like built-in output on a Mac or something similar on a Windows computer. If you can hear sound, you're good to go. Now let's make something. This is the fun part. This is similar to something we do in our very first class, and it's always a hit with students. For some of our earliest projects, we have students use audio loops to get started real quick. Ableton comes with some stock audio clips and sounds that can get people making some loop-based projects really quickly. If you select Samples in the library part of the browser, a window will open up with the ability to filter by file type, either loop or one-shot, and then by sound. In the area below, called the browser content, you'll be able to look for all the audio samples that can be used in a project. Just drag a drum loop into the timeline, hit the spacebar, and just like that, you've got your first beat. From here, you can add another loop, stack sounds together, and start building a song. This is exactly how we get students started in our beginner classes. At this stage, the goal isn't perfection, it's just exploration. Let your child experiment, try things, and just have fun with it. Honestly, kids pick this part up pretty fast. If they stick with it, you can always add something like a MIDI controller later, but again, not required at all to get started. A lot of those devices can make things more hands-on, but everything you need is already inside the software. If this was helpful, I'll be making more videos walking through exactly how kids start making their first song step by step. And if you're new here, we run Electronic Music Club, an after-school program and summer camp where students learn to make music using tools like Ableton Live and other MIDI controllers and gear. Feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.